to avoid all wrong things. Anything that is done with greed or hatred or ignorance, that you avoid. That is so simple, so profound. Anything that is non-greed, that is generosity. Non-hatred, that is loving kindness. Non-ignorance, that is wisdom. That is good. That you develop. Now, because of the ignorance, people don't understand the importance of actions. Today, as you have seen, people are offering, devotees are offering so many dana, sangha dana, the needs of the sangha. Why this dana is offered? Because there is clear understanding that this dana is a meritorious action. This dana is good for oneself, one's family and others. This dana is what keeps our human society going on in a respectable, smooth way, in a sharing, concerning way. But this dana is action. It is kamma, action. Kamma means intentionally when you do some action, whether you do with bodily action, or you do with the verbal, the speech action, or you do mentally thinking. If you just observe, the moment you produce intention, it is a power. So the Buddha calls this intention is the real kamma, real karma, real fruit-bearing aspect of our life. People did not have clarity. Even now people don't have clarity. In the time of the Buddha, people did not have clarity. There were 6 famous teachers at the time of the Buddha. And they propounded different kinds of ideas about these actions, kamma. There was this Purana Kassapa. Purana Kassapa was quite famous. And what did he teach? He taught amoralism. That means he said, there is no action, there is no result. You do whatever you like. Good actions will not be a good result. Bad actions will not be a bad results. Like that. And he will give some examples. Look here, somebody good fellow is suffering with sickness. Somebody here is a bad fellow, he is enjoying some wealth. Such kind of things he will tell, and he will deny all the moral law of moral causation, cause and effect of good and bad actions. So that was Purana Kassapa. But he was very popular, and there were some people who were following him, and he claimed himself to be an arahant, enlightened one, and that is what he was teaching. Then there was another very interesting person during the time of the Buddha. His name was Makhali Gosala. Makhali Gosala, he said, oh, we are totally powerless. Everything is decided by somebody. It is decided by God, it is decided by Supreme Being, it is decided by this or that. We have nothing to do. That is called fatalism. Everything is fate. Everything is written predestined. ಹಣೆ ಬರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೇಲಿನವರು. ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಚ್ಛೆ ಇವ್ರಿಚ್ಛೆ ಹಣೆ ಬರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋದು. So this fatalism was Makhali Gosala. But remember, these are very, very powerful ideologies which are quite popular even today among countless people. somewhere or the other, people get stuck into these kinds of ideas. Then there was the third one, Ajita Kesa Kambali. Ajita, he was wearing one Kesa Kambali. He was wearing the blanket made of hairs. That's why he was Ajita Kesa Kambali. And his ideology was materialism. He said, just enjoy the life, no matter by hook or crook how you manage. Just eat nicely, sleep nicely, enjoy as much as you like, because after death there is nothing. That is the end of everything. So before death you will enjoy and finish whatever you want to have. Now this is another very powerful ideology which is even prevalent in these days. Now remember how the Buddha had to deal with all this. He had gone through all these ideas. Before enlightenment, he visited all different kinds of people, different kinds of ideological people, and he saw through all these things. And he had let them go. Then there was another person called Pakuda Kachayana, popular teacher, and his teaching was eternalism, Sasatavada, Shashvatavada. What was his teaching? He said matter is permanent, soul is permanent, pain is permanent, pleasure is permanent, everything are permanent, and they will just continue. If you have some pain, that is forever. If you have some pleasure, that is forever. If you have this problem, that is forever. If you have this prospect or that prospect, that is forever. Matter will not change. Soul will not change. So that was his propagation. Then there was another teacher called Niganta Nathaputta. Niganta Nathaputta. He is also called Mahavira, Jaina Mahavira. His teaching was restraint, and you control and control and control. By that way you will clean up the karmas. By torturing the body, by giving pain to the body, the karmas will be vanished. The karmas will be gone. So the purification is dependent on this intense control. And he said, Kamma means intentional actions and even non-intentional actions. So that was another philosophy popular during the Buddha's time. And the sixth one was Sanjaya Belatiputta. Sanjaya Belatiputta was like escapism. He will say, oh, I don't think so. If you say something, I don't think so. You ask something, is there anybody who is controlling us? I don't think so. If you say somebody is controlling, somebody is not controlling, for everything, I don't think so. Just negate everything. Negation of everything. That is why so he was always avoiding the judgment, just putting it out, escaping. So like that. Now these were the 6 very famous teachers in the time of the Buddha, when the Buddha came. And people were going there, and they were the disciples of these people. Ajatasattu, King Ajatasattu, son of King Bimbisara, he also visited all these teachers. And he was intelligent and he questioned them. And they said, don't ask questions. This is our philosophy and this is what you have to believe. And he was not satisfied. And that is how he questions the Buddha. These things did not satisfy me. Then the Buddha explains him about the law of karma, the law of cause and effect, the law of conditionality. How intentional, because the Buddha's teachings were based on exploration and experience, a very objective exploration and total experience, not by concepts, not by imagination, not by feel good. No, these are the realities. So the Buddha went to the heart of the matter, that is intention. When there is intention, it produces results. You produce an intention depending on its power, its intensity, its purity, the results are produced. With intention, you do bodily action, verbal action, mental action, that produces result. That is why it is called karma, the action that which has the potentiality to produce result. So we are the makers of our life, how we create happiness, dependent on our intentions and actions. How we create suffering, dependent on our actions, intentions. So, it is our intentions and actions which produces our destiny. And the Buddha said, the intentional actions will bring result. But there is a possibility that you can also change by new set of actions. For example, you have done something because of which you have to go through some suffering. Now you change it. You do good things. You do correct things. Now you can change it. That power also you have got. In the football field, when somebody kicks the football, it is going very fast in one direction. It is not that it has to go only in that direction. You can change it, no? If you just touch it a little bit, it changes the direction. Or you can also stop it. You can even reverse it. So that possibility is there. So, the Buddha's teachings is based on this very important aspect that we have the power to change. We have the power to change with wholesome intentions, wholesome actions. What has happened in the past has happened. What we can do now? Nothing can be done. But what we can do now is more important for us. We can set right many of the past things. We can set right the present. We can set right the future. So that is the speciality of Buddha's teaching. That is why he says, it is possible to attain supreme enlightenment. It is possible to attain this freedom of mind. Because it is possible by one and all, by you all, I am teaching this Dhamma. Otherwise there is no meaning. If we go by these philosophies, most of them, we have nothing to do. We have nothing to do with our own lives and our own actions. The 6 philosophies, if we take, our own role is almost very little. So the Buddha said totally opposite. He said we can do it. We can change. We can create our new destiny. That's why the Buddha gave lot of emphasis on actions, wholesome actions. Produce wholesome intentions and wholesome actions. Wholesome intentions, wholesome actions. Not just in this life. These intentions will, if they are powerful, they will even give results in next life, like that. So this dana, which is the very basis of actions, dana, shila, bhavana, all these are nothing but actions. So now you have understood this, the importance of action, but how are you going to do? How are you going to remember that? That is where you need sati. You need mindfulness. If no mindfulness, then you cannot do this dana. If no mindfulness, you cannot practice shila. If no mindfulness, you cannot help others. So mindfulness is needed. That's why we did meditation, to develop mindfulness. So the Buddha's teachings is such comprehensive. It is in totality. So today there is this dana by this wonderful family of Lakshmana and Lingappa, and surely this dana should help. You know, this Anatha Pindika, there was great donor Anatha Pindika. He had a daughter. Her name was Sumana, and this Sumana was always Sumana. She got that name Sumana for many, many lives, because in the previous Buddha's time, she suddenly met the Buddha, and she was very fast in taking the opportunity. She rushed and cooked very nice payasa, ghana payasa, and she offered to the Buddha and the Sangha, and then she offered heaps of jasmine flowers, and then she made a wish, may I not suffer any poverty or any wants, may I be fulfilled with all the requirements in my life. So because of her one action, again and again, whenever she was born, jasmine flowers used to come and fall down. So many jasmine flowers. So people always named her Sumana, and she, when she was brought to Anatha Pindika, again she got this name Sumana. And you know what privilege she got. Because of such one action, one dana, she got again and again this Dhamma also. So when Anatha Pindika built the Jetavana monastery, and he wanted to offer to the Buddha, and the Buddha arrived to Savatthi, there was a very grand reception. So Anatha Pindika thought, who is the best person to go to the gate of Savatthi and receive the Buddha first? So Anatha Pindika thought, this was the daughter of King Pasenadi, not Anatha Pindika. King Pasenadi. Sumana was the princess of King Pasenadi. So Anatha Pindika thought, this wonderful daughter Sumana, Princess Sumana, seems to be the best. And you know, at that time she was only 7 years old. Such a young girl. So Anatha Pindika went to Pasenadi Maharaja and requested, "Oh King, Lord Buddha is coming. We have to receive the Lord Buddha in the best possible manner, and I want to arrange a special reception at the gate. So I want your daughter Princess Sumana and 500 of her friends, her colleagues, they were all her birthmates. When Sumana was born, at the same time 500 girls were born in royal family. So they were all birthmates, they were growing up together, and every one of them had beautiful chariot, 500 chariots. So Anathapindika requested the king, let us take these 500 girls with Princess Sumana, and they will carry flowers, lotus flower and jasmine flowers and these flowers, and different kinds of scents, perfumes, and then they will offer to the Buddha and the Sangha, and from the gate they will welcome in a very grand way. Of course, there were lakhs of people, but the privilege of receiving the Buddha was bestowed on this princess, and this king was so surprised that he thought, oh, so lucky is my daughter. He agreed, and they organized, and that is how this Princess Sumana and 500 girls, all 7-year-old, they received in such a very dignified, solemn manner. And after the reception, there itself in one place, the Buddha gave them blessings, and he gave teaching. And listening to that teaching, all the 500 girls became Sotapanna. All of them. You see how and where one wholesome action can lead. She had offered few flowers long back. She had offered one Ghanapayasa long back, and that led her right at the feet of the Supremely Enlightened Buddha to receive him and worship him and listen to the Dhamma. So this law of karma is very, very interesting. So today we have a wonderful family. I request the family to come forward, and I request Justice Narayan Swamiji, please, you also come. Now, Lakshmamma Lingappa family, all of you please come. Ellaru banni, munde banni. Yararidiru? ಮಗುನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ? ಈಗ ನಾಮಕರಣವನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮ್.